So today we have the Indominus Rex taking on a juvenile Skullcrawler from Skull Island. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, known as the Devils of Skull Island, they are two-legged reptilian and subterranean massive animals that are always in a constant state of starvation. Now, just to be clear, we're using a juvenile Skullcrawler, so it'll be a fair and even fight, because the Alpha Skullcrawler could just crush the Indominus easily. So, despite it still being a baby though, they are still massive, standing 15 to 20 feet tall, 40 to 50 feet long, and weighing 5 to 10 tons. It's strong enough to easily bust through a giant Triceratops skull, easily send people back dozens of feet, hurt the bigger Kong, although the damage to Kong was minimal at best, and to kill a scar buffalo, which is about the same size. It's durable enough to the point that it's bulletproof. Being set on fire only seemed to piss it off. It withstood hits from the much bigger Kong, and it took a massive explosion to kill one of them. But speed and agility is where these things thrive. Being able to move and maneuver all around at mind-blowing speeds and run at incredible speeds as well. They have a large mouth full of razor-sharp teeth and a prehensile tongue. Their tongue can be shot out of its mouth like an iguana's to quickly snatch and eat small prey, or for gripping large prey in combat. It also has a long and heavy muscled tail, used to either hit opponents or to wrap around them and constrict them, or to throw them if they're small enough. And finally, it has powerful claws on its feet as well. In the other corner, we have the Indominus Rex. InGen's chief scientist, Dr. Henry Wu, was fascinated with the possibility to create an entire new species by gene mixing. He created the Indominus Rex, or the IREX, as the last attraction to the Jurassic World Park. It's a combination of a T-Rex, Velociraptor, Carnotaurus, Giganotosaurus, tree frog, cuttlefish, pit viper snake, as well as many other modern and extinct animals. She stands right over 20 feet tall and 50 feet long, which is bigger than the T-Rex. Due to her T-Rex and Giganotosaurus parts, she is very big, strong, has an incredible bite force, and is very aggressive. She overpowered Rexy, one of the most strongest, if not the strongest dinosaurs in the entire franchise, and nearly killed her. She can run faster than 30 miles per hour. Due to her raptor side, she's dangerously intelligent. She remembered where they put her tracking device in her skull, clawed it out, and then used it as a trap to lure the special forces people to her. Due to her cuttlefish side, she can camouflage herself. Due to her tree frog side, she was able to hide from heat-sensitive cameras. She killed two of Blue's sisters, an Ankylosaurus, mini long-neck type dinosaurs, nearly killed Rexy, and then held her own against Rexy and Blue simultaneously as well. And she also has razor-sharp claws and a mouthful of razor-sharp teeth as well. So, these two monsters are similar in size, with the Indominus Rex ever so slightly having a height and length advantage. So, who is stronger? Well, the Skullcrawler easily busted through a giant Triceratops skull, easily sent people flying back several dozens of feet, briefly hurt Kong, and killed a scar buffalo. I'd say the IREX has that beat though, as she overpowered and killed an Ankylosaurus as well as several long-neck type dinosaurs, casually sent a car flying, and most impressively, she overpowered and nearly killed Rexy. She even has a stronger bite, as she easily crushed a bulletproof pod with her mouth. So, what about durability? Well, the Skullcrawler is bulletproof, is only pissed off when set on fire, took hits from Kong, and it took a massive explosion to kill one of them. But the Indominus Rex is also bulletproof, easily withstood a tail whip from an Ankylosaur, got right back up after the rocket launcher explosion knocked her over, and attacks from Blue and her sisters, as well as attacks from Rexy, including being driven into a building and lived through all of it. Honestly, I'd say that's quite even. It's quite even. I'd say they're equals in durability. Maybe the Indominus has a slight advantage. But with speed and agility, the Skullcrawler easily takes it. Much more faster and more agile than the Indominus. It's mind-blowing how fast and mobile it is despite its size and only having 2 legs. And actually this speed grants it a better striking power. So, what about their fighting styles and experience? Well, they're both adept to fighting against monsters just as big as they are. Actually, we'll come back to this later. So moving on. The Irex is smarter here. Like the Skullcrawler's real intelligence is that it hunts in packs to take down large prey, while the Indominus can actually come up with strategies and even set up traps. The Indominus also has more usable claws, but the Skullcrawler has its prehensile tongue that can be used against the Indominus quite well. The Indominus also has its camouflaging, but I don't see this playing a big role, if any role at all, in this fight. Now, back to their fighting experience and fighting styles. You see, there were dinosaurs on Skull Island, but they went extinct mostly because of the Skullcrawlers overhunting of them, even the top carnivorous dinosaurs. They're always in a constant state of starvation. They're in a cycle of hunting, eating over and over. So their fighting style consists of bull rushing their prey, knocking them over, and then immediately start eating them while they're still alive. Kind of like a hyena. But there were no dinosaurs like the Indominus on Skull Island. And actually the Irex went on a warpath after it escaped and killed several dinosaurs on Isla Nublar. So, who wins? Well, the Skullcrawler could win, but I think the Indominus Rex's intelligence is what gives her the win. I mean, it was Kong's intelligence that really granted him the win over the Alpha Skullcrawler. The Indominus Rex wins. Like and subscribe, please leave a comment down below, and please hit the notification bell and all that great stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.